And of course, the first thing that I need to check is this GitHub action. This GitHub action looks like a format, actually. Interesting. So I have a Rust format that I use at the root of my entire computer, basically. It contains a couple of things that are interesting, I guess, really only to me. Wrap comments, comment width, max width. These are all made so that I can do things like show code in shorts and in blog posts and in videos without it like taking over 3 monitors worth of horizontal space. So generally speaking, not something that most people will use. So we'll commit and push that Rust format. And I was expecting this to fail in a different way. It looks like this mostly released, but the deploy to itch didn't succeed, which is what I was expecting to see. I'm probably going to get rid of these macOS Windows builds. I don't really need 17 builds here. So I think I'm just going to default these to false for build for macOS, Windows, and Linux. I really only want to build for web and deploy to itch. I don't need to deploy to GitHub pages. I guess we can upload to releases, that's fine. And this is the token that we need. We need to set Butler credentials in our GitHub action secrets. So that'll be over here in settings, secrets and variables, actions. So I'm going to use Butler credentials here and then go over to itch and grab my secret, which I'm not going to show you. Over on itch, I believe you need to go to API keys. And I have grabbed the secret and submitted it into that text box, which again, I'm not going to show you because that is, secret. So it looks like the Rust format stuff passed, which is great. I feel like it's a bit strange that this release is running. Workflow dispatch, inputs, version, build for Windows. This is only on push to main, so it's like CI. Well, it's more like CD actually. CI doesn't need to do a release. Like the concepts of deploy and release are not the same thing, right? Like you can make releases and then deploy them later. These scripts in particular, I got from the Bevy Flock Bevy New 2D. So a bunch of that was set up for me. And I think I'm generally cool with that. So we'll update the workflow and see if we can get this onto itch automatically. It's super weird that because this is now a on push, that the release actually happens before CI happens. So if you're using the Bevy New 2D repo for your own stuff, that is strange. So we'll create a new environment variable called continuous deployment to itch, the value of true, and let me kickstart this release. So the workflow requires apparently that you input a version number, even though you don't have to do that. We'll call this 0.0.1. So all of my Linux and Windows and Mac OS builds are cutting out early, as expected. Looks like our itch is up, so we are good to get started.